First of all, we have pair of eyes located on the socket of skull called orbit. We have pair of, everybody knows that we have pair of eyes. Check it. And located in the sockets of skull called orbit. Eyes are located in socket of skull called orbits. Nothing but eyes are located in the orbit. Means we know skull, we can see skeleton. In that skeleton we have socket. In that skeleton we have socket. In that socket eyes are located. That is called orbit. Means eyes are present in the orbit. They may ask this question in NEET. Next, let us study parts of eye. The adult human eyeball is spherical structure. Our human eyeball is spherical in structure. And the wall of eyeball is composed of 3 layers. Means we have eyeball, complete this eyeball. We have 3 layers. 1, 2, 3. 3 layers. It is composed of 3 layers. There are 3 different layers. Okay. First, sclera. This is a dense connective tissue made up of dense connective tissue. Another one means the anterior portion of this layer, means sclera is the full complete outer layer. We can see, let us see this eye. This is the outer layer, that is called sclera. That is called sclera. It is there, sclera. The anterior portion of this is called cornea. Cornea is a transparent where light ray enters. This is lens. The lens in human eye is convex lens. And the sclera is made up of dense connective tissue. As already I said, dense connective tissue. And we have the middle layer. Middle layer is nothing but choroid. Nothing but group of blood vessels. Choroid means group of blood vessels. So now we have the middle layer, choroid, group of blood vessels, and also it looks bluish in color. The choroid looks bluish in color. Okay, it looks bluish in color. Means since it is made up of many blood vessels, it looks bluish in color. The choroid layer is thin over the posterior. Means it is thin here. The choroid is thin here. It becomes thick. At anterior region. This is anterior region. This is posterior region. It becomes thick 2/3 times. It becomes thick so that it can hold the lens easily. Means we have ciliary muscles here, which are made up of ligaments. They hold this lens. Means choroid becomes thick at anterior region. 2/3 by anterior regions become thick to hold the lens, the ciliary body. The ciliary body itself continues forward to form the pigmented opaque structure called iris. Means it forms iris. Means here ciliary bodies extends itself to form iris. Iris are the visible part. Iris are the visible portion of eye. Very important. They may ask which is the visible portion. Iris is a visible portion of our eye, and this iris controls the how much light enters. You can see this called pupil. Iris will control the entry of light through pupil. The eyeball contains a crystalline lens. This is crystalline lens which is held by ligaments called ciliary bodies. And the aperture is surrounded by, this is pupil. The diameter of pupil is regulated by the muscle fibers called iris. The diameter of pupil is regulated by muscle called iris. You can see the muscle called iris. Iris will regulate the entry of light through this. Now this is about middle ear called this. Now inner ear, beautiful inner ear, retina. The beautiful of inner ear is nothing but retina. Okay. The retina contains three types of neuron cells. The retina contains three types of neuron cells. One, ganglion cells. Another one is bipolar cells. Another one, photoreceptor cells. Photoreceptor cells has two types. Photoreceptor cells has two. One is rod, another one is cone. Cone, see color, means it will absorb the color, means it is sensitive at color. That type of vision is called photopic vision or color vision or daylight vision whereas rods are opposite of cone. They are twilight vision, means in the absence of light. They are called scotopic vision means non-color vision. The rods are made up of a protein that is blue purplish in color, made up of a protein which is purplish in color called rhodopsin. Rhodopsin is a protein which will make the rod cells. The rhodopsin is a derivative of vitamin A. Rhodopsin is a derivative of vitamin A, which looks purplish in color. And next there are three types, means cones will respond mainly for three types of colors, that is green, red, bluish in color. When the sense of these three colors are equal, the cones will sense white color. Means when this is very important statement, when these cones are stimulated equally, a senescence of white light is produced. You can look through your NCERT. When these cones are stimulated equally, a senescence of white light is produced. In NCERT page number 324 we have the optic nerves leave the eye and retinal blood vessels enter into the point of media. Means here we have optic nerve. From this a message goes through brain. Here what will happen? The optic nerves leave the eye. See, they have to leave the eye for the where brain is there. If it is brain, they have to optic nerves should leave the eye so that they can transfer the message to the brain. But the retinal blood vessels enter into the point of the same point. Retinal blood vessels enter. That statement is optic nerves leave the eye, retinal blood vessels enter the eye. The photoreceptor cells are not present in that region is called blind spot. There is a spot, blind spot. Here there is a blind spot. Here photoreceptor cells are absent, means rods and cones are absent in blind spot. Whereas fovea, this is fovea, opposite to the blind spot, where many rods and cones are present. In the region of fovea there are many rods and cones, but in the region of blind spot there is no rods and cones. This blind spot do not absorb any color, if any light falls on this, that is waste. Nothing will be absorbed by our eye. At the posterior pole of eye, a lateral blind spot is a yellowish pigmented spot that is called macula lutea with a center pit called fovea, which is also called as macula lutea. This is fovea is also called macula lutea. Pronunciation by mistake, macula lutea. You can observe through your NCERT page number 324. The fovea is thin outer portion of retina where only cones are densely packed. Means plenty cones are there, so they will observe color. Cones are densely packed in this region. It is a point where visual activity is greatest in the eye. The question may be asked in it, in which part of eye the greatest portion of visibility is there. In this region, that is fovea region, we have greatest part of visibility. Now let us look about the liquid present in the eye. The space between cornea, this is called cornea. The space between cornea and lens is filled with aqueous tumor. Aqueous tumor. The space between cornea and lens is filled with aqueous tumor. Contains a thin watery fluid called aqueous tumor. The space between the lens and the retina, this is called retina. The space between the lens and the retina is filled with a gelatinous substance, means transparent gel, called chamber, vitreous chamber. Okay, they may ask the aqueous tumor and aqueous tumor. These are the parts of eye. Thank you.